Hey guys, it's me Ubaid, and today I will show you how you can use AI agents to scrape data around any particular domain or data set you want, right? So I will be discussing a particular use case, a real life use case which I was working for somebody, and so we decided to use AI agents in that workflow. So I will just use that to demonstrate the possibilities which comes up with when you integrate AI in your particular domain. Okay. So if you are working on any custom project, you can reach out to email or the WhatsApp and we can build things together. Let's see what is the use case I'm talking about, and then I will show you how you can use AI in any of your use cases. So what we have is a restaurant list of Boston, and we have many restaurants going on, right? In like hundreds of restaurant, maybe even thousands. But what we want to do, we have this data now, which comes up with the Google Map API. Now what we want to do is come up with automated flow which write descriptions about each of these restaurant, right? Now think of it like you have thousand restaurant and you want to write good descriptions around those restaurant. One way is hire a copywriter and he will do that, uh, but that will take a lot of time and uh, a lot of back and forth, like do this, don't do this, mention this in description, don't mention this, a lot of things, right? Another way is, now we are living in the age of AI, so just use AI agent to do the writing of these descriptions and do it for like 5 or 10 restaurant. When you get a particular uh, satisfaction in those description, just run it for the whole list, which can be 1,000 or even like 10,000, right? AI agent will never say like I am busy with something, right? So he will just write uh, stuff, right, continuously. So this is the setup. Now let's say I have this website of the restaurant. I have the name of the restaurant. Where's the name? So name is this. Our website is this. I have the address. Uh, Address is this, and I want to use this information to write it. Now, how I will do this using AI? Whenever you are solving anything with the AI agent, think of it, you are you are just hiring a new person, right, to do it. That's what AI agent means. Like you hire someone. Now when you hire someone, you will say, hey, I want this information. I think when you search for it, the restaurant, it will come up, their website will come up. Just look out for their data, look out for their Google information, reviews, and write description based on those data you have, right? Now let's do it from the AI agents, right? So what we are using? We're using SERP API with the help of LangChain. What is the SERP API? So SERP API is something which lets you search on Google and come up with the results, right? So that your AI agent can use it. Now let's see. So we have this wrapper of the search. Now search is our client which can go to internet and come up with the information. So what I will do, I will just run this query, which is the restaurant name 1928 Beacon Hill restaurant and the address, so that it like particularly get that only restaurant. maybe there are many restaurants with this name around the world, right? So we don't want to mismatch information. Now when you do this, you get information in not like humanly way, but AI will understand like very well of it. So American dishes, because it's in Boston, so uh everything is, and the timing, all of this stuff is here, right? All of this information. Now this is one thing. When you yourself are writing the restaurant descriptions, you will search a lot more, right? Think of it like how you will do it. So maybe I will just search for first of all the restaurant, then I will search for their menu. So menu description, result will come up for that. Then I will just search for catering and takeaways or special days of the restaurant. So I will just search for that. And then I will search for their website, what data is in their website, and what uh, query results I get when I search their website on Google. That is like more efficient way of collecting their data around their website, right? Now it starts with this first line in like almost all of the searches, and that is totally normal when you do a search on Google. Usually the first or two results are very same, but when you see their ends, so there is bourbon menu, whatever, and there is some other thing, right? So you get a different set of information with the different query every time. So let's say you run these 5 or 4 queries for each restaurant. Now what to do? So I have this data in, let's say, in a list of objects in the Python. uh, and this is totally up to you how you want to create the workflow. Now what I will do is come up with a loop, right? Just very simple, right? What I want to do is iterate over or loop over all of the restaurant. So for restaurant in restaurant list, now I'm using only for 10 just to demonstrate. So this restaurant name, it will be printed like the first restaurant. Then what we are doing, we are building a context or data around this restaurant. How we do it, we use the search term, which is restaurant name and the restaurant address. Whatever we get, we just append it in the context. So context is the empty string for now, but when it will run, it will just populate, right? And then search term, so here is the context, something like this. So search term is this, Google result is this, search term is this, Google result is this, like menu, the catering, their website, everything. Now this loop will do that. After getting the data around that restaurant and the context, we will come up with a prompt. So that is like prompt building part. So we will just say please write a description. Now generative AI comes in the play, and it is doing its magic, right? So we will use the data and they use the restaurant information, and we will ask whatever particular guidelines we want to set. Like we are saying you have to provide in 2 paragraph description, in 2 paragraph limits, everything is totally dependent on you and your use case, right? Now we just uh, like save their information, the description in a separate column or that data set. After that we will export that in the CSV, just like here. So we will just open it, write headers, write rows. This is like very simple thing. Just search for or just use AI like ChatGPT for how you can convert a dictionary to CSV, right? So it will just come up with this. So I've done this for these 10 restaurants, 10 or 9, I don't know. Now let's see how it looks like. So I will just open this in the CSV editor. Okay. So we have our list here. What we had in our data is, let me just show you, name, website address, right? And if you see, no description, right? We want to write description, that's our problem. AI just wrote this, right? Whatever the flow we have created with the name, the website, the address, it is writing the description. Now you can just like change this very number, where it is, this loop number, and just remove it, and it will run for all the data set, right? So that's how powerful, the AI can be. Once you have a particular AI agent setup, like working for 10-15 data points, it can run for like thousand of them, right? Okay, so for the next restaurant 75, chest nest, uh this is the description. I don't know if you want to like see it, but yeah, like feel free to pause it and you know have a good look around what it came up with. But I am pretty happy, and the person I was working with, they were also quite happy with the performance, right? We can just come up with, now that is how you can use AI in like any of your workflows. Okay, I hope you liked the video, and that was it for today's. I will come up with some other ideas, and feel free to drop your ideas in comments, or come up with direct chat on WhatsApp or email, and I will try to respond as possible as can. Okay, thank you. I'll meet you in the next video.